T-Mobile G2 expected fourth quarter 2010. The original T-Mobile G1 was the very first Android handset to market, and as such it's a significant device in smartphone history. T-Mobile would like the new T-Mobile G2 to be equally significant, hence the G2 name. Initially heading to T-Mobile USA, it is likely that this will be seen on other T-Mobile networks too. Confusingly though, this isn't the first phone to be called the T-Mobile G2. T-Mobile's own brand version of the HTC Hero was called the T-Mobile G2 Touch, which could potentially lead to some confusion. Like the G1, the G2 is manufactured for T-Mobile by HTC, and it is quite likely that HTC will announce their native version of this phone, possibly called the HTC Vision, in the coming days. This is a highly specified device, but the main point of interest is the inclusion of HSPA Plus technologies, which ramps existing 3.5G data speeds up to a practical maximum of 14 megabits per second. T-Mobile are promoting HSPA Plus as a 4G technology, but really it should be considered as 3.75G, as it is still based on 3G architectures. Whatever G it is, HSPA Plus does promise speeds faster than most people's wired broadband in optimum conditions in an HSPA Plus coverage area. The T-Mobile G2 comes with Android 2.2. It has a 3.7-inch WVGA 800 by 480 pixel display, a slide-out QWERTY keyboard, 5-megapixel camera with HD video capture, GPS and Wi-Fi support, in addition to HSPA Plus, standard 3G and GPRS Edge connectivity. Incidentally, the display is a new Super TFT panel rather than the OLED units found in other HTC handsets like the Desire. Inside is an 800 MHz Qualcomm Snapdragon MSM 7230 processor, which T-Mobile say is optimized for this sort of device and will give better performance than the 1 GHz processors found in rival devices. The processor includes built-in support for HSPA Plus and HD video decoding, and people who know more about CPUs than we do seem to think that this is a very powerful unit. Internal memory is a useful 4 GB, and there's also an 8 GB microSD card in the standard sales package. Other features include a 3.5mm audio socket, stereo, Bluetooth and USB connectivity. The T-Mobile G2 supports quad-band GSM and UMTS 1700 and 2100 MHz. Android 2.2 does what it does, with a wide range of applications available to download from Google and other providers. Most people who will be thinking of buying the T-Mobile G2 will probably already be familiar with what Android can do. Of note is the QWERTY keyboard, which seems to be efficiently arranged with good-sized keys. There are also 3 programmable keys for shortcuts and applications. T-Mobile say that the G2 has a unique hinge design that is apparent when opening the keyboard up. T-Mobile say that the G2 will be available to pre-order this month, although it's not clear exactly when the device will be delivered or if and when T-Mobile will sell it into other markets. US customers can visit g2.tmobile.com for updates.